the crash of Flight 3407 12 hours ago. 50 people are dead. All 49 people aboard the Continental Connection flight and then one person on the ground. The plane crashed into a Buffalo area home. And despite the fire, the NTSB is trying now to retrieve the plane's voice and flight data recorders. About 30 relatives and friends who had been awaiting the flight at the Buffalo airport were taken to a family assistance center. The names of all of the passengers have not been released, but one woman on board was identified as September 11th widow Beverly Eckert. Our next guest has captured some of the most dramatic images of the fiery plane crash scene. He lives 2 miles from the crash site. Harry Skull is a staff photographer with the Buffalo News. So Harry, tell us what you saw as we look at some of those pictures that you were able to take.
Well, Heidi, last night I was sitting on the couch and I heard the fire alarms go off, and shortly after my neighbor had called me and let me know that a plane had hit a house and there were some large flames. And I took a look out the window and my worst fears came true, and you know, the photojournalistic instincts took over, and I grabbed the laptop and the camera and headed right to the scene.
What did you see when you first got there, Harry?
So a lot of confusion, flames as high and as wide as you can imagine, and a smell of diesel fuel.
I know you were also at the airport. Tell us a little bit more about how the people on the ground, you know, were responding. I imagine, you already used the word chaos, I imagine everybody moving really, really quickly here.
Well, I'm sure most of those firemen have all been trained for this day, hoping it never comes, just because of the proximity to the airport and the fire station. And I think their worst dreams came true, worst fears came true, and they had to go out and try to put out the fire.
Yeah, absolutely. In fact, Harry, I want to let people know something that we are just learning now here, because with regard to that fire, we had been told for quite some time now that the NTSB investigators, the GO team, the 7 people that are on the ground already, had not really been able to make their way into the crash site because of how hot that fire was burning. Our understanding now is that they have been able to recover 2 of the black boxes. Of course, that would be the flight data recorder and the cockpit voice recorder. So this is very, very good news in order for those investigators to be able to glean the most information that they possibly can regarding all of the information from the plane itself, the aircraft, and what it was doing, and also some of the conversations that may have been taking place between the captain of the aircraft and the first officer as well. Harry, I want to quickly get back to you. Obviously, you have lived in the area for some time. Have you ever seen anything like this before?